why do women leave relationships? For a lot of guys, I have no idea. Like if their wife says, hey, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore, the first thing you do is they go on YouTube, they look at the videos, and hopefully they'll see this video because I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening. But usually they go look around, they try to figure out a bunch of stuff, and they see a bunch of stuff about like, hey, you're not being alpha enough, you're not being attractive enough, she just doesn't feel like you hear or understand her, and a bunch of other stuff. But really, it's just one simple thing, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. Brother, women leave relationships for one reason. You're not being who you're supposed to be. In fact, you probably were trying to be somebody else. You're trying to be cooler than you are, trying to be more powerful, more tough, more whatever than you actually are. And so you end up attracting a woman based on a lie. Or you're trying to be extra nice to try to seduce her in, trying to be manipulative, trying to say, hey, I'm really nice and I'm not like all these other guys. Trust me, I'm not just hitting it for the sex. I actually love you. And so she might have gotten with you for one or two reasons. One, she finds you attractive and that she thinks that you can provide a good family, or that she finds that you'll provide a good family and she doesn't need as much attraction because she already has kids. She needs mainly a provider. And in both of these situations, you losing yourself and losing yourself in the relationship and in her and not really valuing yourself is why she's not going to stay. See, if a guy values himself, if he's really clear in who he is and what he wants and where he's going in his life, he's going to present that unapologetically. He's going to say, this is who I am. You take it or leave it. You don't have to be with me. If you don't like this, you don't have to be with me. But if this is your jam, if you like what I'm presenting, then let's roll. And then you go in that direction and you bring that vision into your family. And that vision, that purpose, and what you want contextualizes the kind of woman you're going to have and how you're going to parent your children and the business that you're going to create. Now in that place, she can trust that you're an honest and authentic guy and that you're going to be powerful. You're going to tell her no when she starts to get a little too spicy, what we call a conscious spanking, because we want things to be good. We want consciousness. We want consciousness in our relationship. Now, in this place, we're moving forward. You're strong in who you are, and she can trust that that guy is who you are. But if you're a kind of guy who just doesn't value himself very much, then he's going to come to this relationship being willing to give her whatever she wants all the time and sacrificing himself. And in this space, in the beginning, she's going to be like, this is great. This is fun. This is awesome. This guy's really doting on me. He is different than all the other guys, until she finds out how insecure you really are. And the problem with that is when you become insecure, then her attraction for you wanes. And so in this place, a couple of things can happen. One, she's going to be starved for that kind of affection, that kind of like ooey gooey romantic attraction that she's been wanting is starting to wane. And so she may tell herself that she's just not interested in sex anymore because of the children. You know, when children come, things shift. We've got a lot of other parts in motion and we're always busy all the time. We're always tired, so it's okay. But then maybe somebody else at work she talks to and all of a sudden it reignites that spark and she's like, oh, maybe my sexuality isn't dead. And then from this place, she'll just keep riding the line until it's like, oh, I'm too far across the line. I got feelings for this guy, and before you know it, she's having an affair, even if it's just emotional. Or she'll shut down and say, this isn't for me, and my religion keeps me on the straight and narrow, and you'll just have a sexless marriage that's a roommate situation. Or what'll end up happening is she'll just belittle you and beat you down, and you won't want to be with her. And she'll belittle you and beat you down, and then you'll just be a shell of who you are as a man. And in this space, you'll end up becoming one of the kids that she's also managing. And then when you get close to retirement, or she gets close to retirement, she'll tell you something like, I just don't want to be a mom anymore. I want to live for myself. I want to know who the hell I am. And in these situations, there is no reconciling one of those because you've got 40 years of history of being another child to her. And she's like, I don't even want a man in my life. I see all men as overgrown children. And so all of these preventable. These are all very preventable by you standing up for who you are, getting clear on who you are before you decide to get married and in a committed relationship with children and a mortgage, or bringing her into your business as your bookkeeper or something of that nature. You don't want to do that. You want to be in a place where you're solid, you know exactly who you are, so that when she comes into your life, she's contextualized into how she brings value to the whole family game. And the loss of attraction is what usually ends the relationship. So brother, if you like this video, if you disagree with me, go ahead and comment below. I'm totally fine with you guys disagreeing. If you agree with me, also let me know in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, then definitely subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.